Hi guys, I'm Joe the Multi-Boxer, and today I'm going to show you something a little bit different with ISBoxer 2. So I'm going to show you in Lord of the Rings Online how to play some music with your ISBoxer 2 team using a new module called LOTRO Conductor. So I'm going to show you how it works in game, and then we'll go set it up in ISBoxer 2. So here's what it looks like when you first start it up, and it's got my player information here. And that helps it identify who is going to play which part. So each window is going to show a different character name there, or they can say the same thing. And in this mixer window, it says, okay, whoever is LOTRO 1 or LOTRO 2, they're going to play this part with this instrument. So let me show you how that works. So first of all, I click Play Mix with a song and a mix selected, and it gets my team ready here. With sync selected, it's going to select the instruments, it's going to start playing the music in sync mode, and then you click Play Start, and here it comes. Okay, and then we can start another mix with different instruments just by doing basically the same thing. So they switch instruments to the new mix, which, let's see, it's got a harp and the horn again. So here it is with harp and horn. So, and notice the instruments you've got because we configure them in ISBoxer 2. So each of mine, the hotkeys that I've actually got configured are, you can see them here. We can actually click one of these to select that instrument. So I've just equipped the basic loop by clicking Shift F2, or Shift 2 button right here, excuse me. So that's the instruments panel. And then there's also a MIDI player option. You tick this box, and I've got a basic little MIDI keyboard here. Whoa, that was not what I wanted. Let's go music on. Here we go. That's better. So by default, ISBoxer 2 has the notes that the game has configured by default. So in the key mapping section, if you scroll down far enough, you start seeing the notes. Where are they? Where are the notes? All right, here's music. Here we go. So these are all in here, and it knows to press these default notes. And then if you want additional notes, you'll have to set the bindings and get them configured in ISBoxer 2. But the ones that are there by default are set up right in LOTRO Conductor by default, so you can just start playing just by ticking the MIDI player button. And make sure you're in music mode, or you're going to be spamming abilities. So don't do that. All right. So that's how that works. You can pick a song out of the ones you've got imported. It'll read your ABC folder. Right now, this is just the first version. I know that there's different ways that people set up their ABC files. They have all kinds of subfolders, and some people have thousands of ABC files. But right now, right now there's just this import ABC folder button, and that'll scan the main folder of your ABC folder, the Lord of the Rings Online Music folder, and it'll import them into a LOTRO Conductor format that it can just read and save mixes, and then you can, play solo tracks, turn off sync, play that by yourself. Okay, so there you go. That's that. And so, yeah, we'll make this exactly what you guys want out of it, and it's actually a lot of fun to play around with. So Lord of the Rings Online, I know it has a amazing music community, and there's people with, again, thousands of songs. They put on shows like constantly every single day somewhere in Lord of the Rings Online. There's a concert, like they go around in a circle and take turns with bands playing the songs that they've got. It's really fun. You should put that on your MMO bucket list if you've not seen this concert thing happening in Lord of the Rings Online. It's pretty fun, and it's you can watch for free. You can play Lord of the Rings Online for free, get to one of the locations, and take part in that. So anyway, now that I've got that shown off, I'm going to go back and configure it in ISBoxer 2 and show you how to get basically exactly what you see on the screen, and what I was playing with on the keyboard here. Get that set up for you, and we'll go from there. So thank you, and I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back. I've cleared my ISBoxer 2. I've got nothing configured, so let's get to it. Let's set up Lord of the Rings Online with a new team. So we have to add team members. So select the game, game location. We're going to need to be able to have a game location in order to launch it. So let's add Lord of the Rings Online from our Innerspace game profiles. So import that. And then we can select that. And now for game account, Lord of the Rings Online, the launcher supports a command line parameter to select the account when the launcher comes up. So I'm going to show you how to set that up using the team member command line module. So we're going to set that up. First, we need the accounts. So I'm going to set up 2 accounts, fill in the account name on both of them. I'm going to use this keep window open after creating box to go ahead and do both of them at the same time. And then we're done. So now we can finish setting up our 2 team members to go with my 2 accounts. So I've got 2 accounts. I can move on to naming the team and complete. So now I could launch the team, and it would do basically nothing extra. I would just have 2 Lord of the Rings Online windows. So we're going to add some modules. Let's go to the Modules tab and click the Download Modules button. And the modules that I used in the video were Audio, Performance, Team Member Command Line. That's the one that sets up the launcher parameter to fill in your account name. I did not use Video FX Layout in this video. You can use Video FX Layout. I've shown how to use it in most of the other videos. Core and LOTRO Conductor. So we've got all of these modules. I'm going to set them to auto load for next time I launch ISBoxer 2, and also to load right now. Take them in this other tab. So to set up the team member command line module, go in here to the global module options, and we're going to add a executable setting. We're going to add an entry for the launcher, which is LOTRO launcher.exe. So name it just like that. Click the add button. Now we're going to get this parameters format option. So if you look at the tooltip, it shows the supported variables that it supports. And then LOTRO Launcher takes a certain format of parameters. So what you do for Lord of the Rings Online is dash username space, and then we're going to use account name like this, exactly like that with the curly braces and everything. And then save that. And now when we launch the team, because our team members have the account information filled in, it's going to fill that in when it launches the team. So the only other thing that we need to set up before launching the game is our instrument hotkeys. So it's best if you do this before logging in, so you don't have to fiddle with anything after logging in. So basic loot. I've got this list right in front of me, so I'm just going to go down my list. Basic loot. I've got harp on the next button, and fiddle, and clarinet, and then bassoon, and then I've got cowbell, flute, and horn. So those are my instruments. Between my 2 characters, I do not have every instrument. They're only level 5, so I can't even play some of the instruments. But fill those in, and then we can go launch the team. So I'm just going to click launch, and both of the launchers are come up. Lord of the Rings Online supports multiple launchers up at the same time. So here's both of our launchers. Got to kind of wait for a minute for it to load up. So it's got the different accounts in each window. Now this is going to lag a bit when I am starting up the game, so I'm just going to click play on both of these, and I'll come back in once I'm actually in the game. I'll come back to the video. Okay, so here we are in the game, and as the first time you launch it, your windows are going to be stacked up here in the corner. So we can move them to somewhere more convenient. We can even, you don't need that window. So move these things where you like them, and then on each one you can actually right-click and use Save Placement. So each one's got this little icon in the corner, Save Placement. I'm actually going to move that over here. Save that. Save that. You can even resize and save that. So over here, let's push the settings to the other windows so we don't have to configure it in each window. So you open up the settings, go into the GUI tab, and push. And now the other window has everything in exactly the same location. That one wasn't saved, that was closed, so close that there too. So get that out of the way, and here we are. This is basically what you saw at the beginning of the video. And so now we've got no songs. I'm going to go ahead and click this Import ABC folder button, and now it's got the song. Check the other window. There's the song there as well. So it doesn't come with any mixes pre-configured. There's a default. However, it is empty. So when you first get it, you're going to want to add your player assignments. And this is something that can be done automatically for a lot of people. I know that you guys name your tracks a certain way, or different fields in the ABC files. And we can use that data to automatically fill in some default mixes for you. But again, this is the first version. So right now it is what it is, and we can go on from there. So let's use something different on the main character. That's this one over here. Let's use a, what do you say, the basic fiddle. And he's been on horn, so let's do basic flute. So there's the mix. Let's click Save. And then if you, again, go back to the other window, we can check out the default mix. So it's got that in both windows now just by clicking the Save button. So let's get rid of the mixer, and let's hear a mix. So I don't have to, I should explain a little bit about these controls. You don't necessarily have to be in the right music mode. Say you're doing some things and you go out of music mode and this doesn't match. That doesn't necessarily matter. It's going to fix that anyway. So let's play the mix. So as you can see, they're both in music mode and ready to play. And play start. So there's our new mix. If we don't like it, we can of course adjust the mix. We can put the other guy on the horn again just to see how it sounds maybe. So save that, and let's stop them and then play the new mix. So there you go. That sounds a little better. I don't like the flute. I like the horn better. So that's basically it. You've got the MIDI player. Whoops, you can't do that while you're playing song. Alright, so we'll stop everything. Woo! So that's basically it. We set everything up, and if you want to hear, audio from the background window, you can adjust that. We can play the mix. Go ahead, guys, and I can go do something else and listen to my guys play some rousing tunes. So that's it. That's how to use LOTRO Conductor, how to play with your MIDI instrument in Lord of the Rings Online, how to play a concert with your team, set up different tracks and mixes. It's all there. So we'll go from there. We're going to make this the best thing that you've ever seen for Lord of the Rings Online. So see you guys online. Do 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 do.